Do you love Digimon World Next Order and redigitize like me? Well, I am a game developer and I enjoy making stuff. So I wanted to make my own. And I think I can do it. So it's going to be like Digimon World 1 pre-rendered backgrounds with the discipline and happiness meter because people in the community are geniuses and figured out every stat from the first Digimon World and how it affects everything. There's a poop meter. Something affects how long you have until you give the monster the porta potty. We have all the stats: offense, defense, and I'm using a really clean game engine that I've been practicing for like 10 or 15 years. And call it a midlife crisis, call it what you will, but I'm working on it's 1 week. This is the game. This is what you see when you open the game. This is 1 week of development. Some placeholder stuff, doesn't matter. The idea is just to make our own and modify the stats because there's certain things that are annoying. Like personally, I don't like spamming 99 small heals during battle. And this is the little quiz, and you get 3 different results. You can kind of determines your personality. I thought it was a cute way to start. And then after this, I wrote an intro, but it's not done yet. Like, you wake up and then they're all around you and they're like, hey, wait, welcome to File City, blah, 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 something making them crazy, and they're leaving the town. And you'll be able to type your name in the full one. See, there's a personality type, and it determines your starter, right? And here it's in the game. I'm really disappointed that I didn't nail the 8 walk cycle, but that sprite is from Digimon World Dusk. I just want to get the walk cycle down, so then you'll have a template for walking, so I can make the characters, right? And I'm just showing menu and stuff. I did all this in Photoshop. The day-night cycle, the clock, works perfectly. It's a 24-hour clock. The icon changes. The Digimon moves around. There's a little transition that's like the first game that I'm showing here. And if you go to the demo, you could press N a bunch, and that just adds half an hour to the time. And this is the poop calculation. So they did the poop calculation. So if I wait in the demo, eventually he'll poop. And there's the poop. I wanted to add that just to show off like the stats. And here's in-engine, G-Develop engine, great engine, professional engine to be able to complete this project, get all the math calculations right. So it's time since last poop. This is old, there are more variables, they're better organized, but the live game is just how you structure a JSON save file, right? And have a bunch of cool features and stuff, and just some variables to handle certain stuff. And here's the guide by the 2 homies. And this is just to show that with a 24-hour clock, we have all the stats, right? So happiness is -100 to 100. You have the sleeping schedule, so I could trigger that when I just say if the clock is 16 and your type is a sleepy type, then pop up the sleep. And if you don't activate the sleep in a certain amount of time, then that counts as a care mistake. And here's the calculations. I want to do this all next week for next week's build, all the stat calculations. And I have a previous project. I didn't have. I'm just trying to edit this real quick and get this out because I'm doing this in my spare time. There's more calculations. I have an old project that shows the auto battle. When you get into combat with another Digimon, you're in a battle, and both of them kind of move around. But with this, and I want to show that off, I just don't have time. But with this, I'd like to do it with pathfinding because it seems like the original game had pathfinding. So this is just my big Photoshop file with references. The screenshots of the other games there are like references where I'm like, should I make it like that? And then just making my own GUI and styles. There's a lot of, if you know Photoshop, there's styles, applying the styles. That was just an alternate way to do the box. And the local map, I thought it'd be cool if, well, there's a lot going on. I'm just experimenting with stuff. Do the map later, probably. So you don't even really need a map for Digimon World 1. But I thought about doing a map like, that's just showing off the styles and piece by piece. You know, you delete all the little pieces, and that's GUI design. And more references. That's just the day-night icons. I'd like to make them stand out a bit more. Maybe like a color code for the day-night. That's just to show that it was the style, but literally all it is a color overlay. And here, this was an AI generated thing, right? The AI image generators, they can handle the pre-rendered style. And the point of this is I was trying to remix some original Digimon World backgrounds, and the spark plug was, I made my own. Okay, we're going really fast here. Sleepy music, I'll play it in the background right here. These are concepts for the main character, because it's, you know, like an innocent game, kid main character, kid game. And this, I was like going to try to recreate a 3D style within Photoshop, because I'm not a 3D guy, I can't do it in Blender. And I was just experimenting. I was like, how would we make a model that's like Memeo? And you would do it 2D in 8 directions, right? But here's the AI remixes of the File City map, and sometimes it gets the crispness just right. Sometimes it's too blurry. So I was experimenting with that for maps. So that would be like the map situation, but if you know any 3D artists that have the brushes and are able to do the pre-rendered style, that want to work on this, let me know. And we looped the video. I have more to talk about, but I'm kind of disappointed with some stuff, but it's only been a week, and I was like moving one thing to the other, and I'm trying to pace myself so I don't stop. I've been stopping and organizing the code instead of rushing through to make sure the code is good, right? You want it to be solid and organized, or else you have to go back later and keep fixing stuff, right? And it's on itch, you could try it out, but mainly the point of this video was to get suggestions on what you liked about the old games. It's because next week I'm going to be implementing hunger, food, maybe the auto battle. I'll do a trigger where you walk up to the red square that you see later, and then press A to battle or something, and then have the pathfinding and battle, and plug in the stats. So I'm going to be adding every stat, the hunger, and work out the priority system in which the bubbles appear. But yeah, thanks.